Hello, gardening friends. It's Travis from Louisville, Zone 6/7. And this is going to be my end of August garden tour. So this is what the gardens look like now in the front in late August. Still have lots of color. It is hot and steamy today. It's cloudy, so I figured today would be a good day to do a tour. We're supposed to be getting some rain the next couple of days. Yes, I've slowly started to pull out some things for outside for Halloween. In another week or so, it should, we'll be doing the yard hunt. I always start with the columns and the cemetery fencing and then go from there. We decided not to do our annual Halloween party because of COVID and all that stuff. But of course we are still doing the yard. Hopefully this year we will see a lot of decorations and things in the yard since people are staying home more. But anyway, I'm rambling. I cut back the limelight hydrangeas. Looks much better. I don't think I'm going to let them get that tall again. I like to be able to see the windows. Here's a little trick-or-treater guy that I made this year. He just needs his little pumpkin candy bucket. I limbed up the crepe myrtle. I like that look a lot better. Sedum is just now getting its pink color. It'll be deeper rusty pink closer to fall. David Austin roses have really grown this year. And they are blooming again. Hydrangea, I think this one's called Quickfire. Rose moss in the pig planter. Love that color with the Russian sage. I don't remember planting this guy this year, so I think this is either a comeback from last year or it's a seed. Zinnia, I believe. Lantana. Rudbeckia, the yellow. Another David Austin rose. Containers, they're slowing down. I'm about ready to pull these guys out and plant fall flowers in there. Maybe another week or two I'll be planting fall flowers. So this area is ever changing, as we've talked about before. This year we did the potager garden here with the flowers and herbs and vegetables, which was fine and everything, but as the summer went on, everything just got so overgrown. It was coming over on the sidewalk and everything. So I've decided to go with something a little more formal. Thinking about getting some smaller boxwoods, and not necessarily doing a hedge, but like ever so often around the border here, I'm going to do some smaller boxwoods. And then I'm thinking about doing either purple and white flowers with it, or blue and white. Probably purple. But I've seen a picture on Pinterest where they've done something like that. They put a purple butterfly bush in the center as their centerpiece. And then in between the boxwoods, they did their purple and white. So that will be something new for me. As you know, I'm not the formal garden guy. I really like the more wild and cottagey garden. But they are gorgeous, the formal gardens. So anyway, that's what will be going on here. I don't know if I'll get to that this fall or start next year, but that's the plan anyway. Also, the plan is to repaint our garage. I don't know if I want to go with white or a charcoal color. I'm still debating on that. But anyway, Ajuga, still looking good. I've pulled a lot of things out. A little late summer cleanup. I pulled the sunflowers there. I will not be planting anything in here that gets real tall anymore. Things just have to be staked up, and then it falls over on the fence. And again, over on the sidewalk. So the sunflowers came out, the hollyhocks came out. Veronica's still giving me a little bit of purple. I finally dug up a lot of the loosestrife, gooseneck loosestrife. That will take over. Some I didn't even keep, I just threw out. Another sedum getting its rusty pink color for the fall. Next year I will be cutting these back early in the season. That way they're not falling over like they are. Rudbeckia again. This is a little garden statue I forgot I had at my grandpa's shed. When I moved a few years back, I forgot I put some stuff in his shed, so that was one of the things that was in there. new blooming now is the anemone. Japanese anemone, I think. Also dug up a barberry. It's not looking its best, but it was crowded out front, so I put that in here for some burgundy foliage. I divided the big ears, lamb's ear again, the silver green. So now I've got 1, 2, 3 spots of it, and then of course the mullein. I really like the color. Grass. I've had to tie this up I don't know how many times this season, because it just, either the rain or the cats or something would get in there and knock it down. Miscanthus grass. These cosmos have been so pretty. Love the color, especially with the lamb's ear. Okay, a new plant that I got last week. This is a smoke tree, or a smoke bush. Got it for the burgundy foliage, of course. But it will get blooms, and the blooms look like little puffs of smoke, kind of. They're kind of a pinky color. But yeah, that's new. And then I got some sage we'll get to that I planted in the back as well. Also new here, obviously, is the mulch. This is a sedum blooming. I forget the variety. Another one in here. And I just love this blue wildflower. I don't know what it's called, I need to look it up, but it was just in a wildflower mix that I threw in here. But his bloomed all summer long, and it's still going. There's some new blooms there, buds. But I will let that come up here, there, and everywhere. I really like it. Milkweed. Swamp milkweed. I had to limb this guy up. A little trick that I learned from Lark in Lark's Perennials. She takes twigs. I don't know if you guys can see that good. She takes limbs and twigs, and that's what holds up the flowers. Sorry, I keep going out of focus there. So a lot of moving stuff around. This was up front. This was the Pinky Winky hydrangea. Cone-shaped flowers that are pink on the bottom, and then on the tips they're white. Anyway, I moved that back here. Sorry for all the background noise. Joe Pye, I moved a clump of that back here. Moonflower vine. Blooms in the evening. Sunflower there. I will be mulching this area next. I wasn't going to lay mulch, but I just can't keep up with all the weeds. Especially now, I just started a new job and it's a 12-hour shift, so my time is limited now. I think I showed you this in the last video. I forget what the actual botanical name is for the shrub, but it's bluebeard, something bluebeard. But it's got blue flowers. Move some sedum over here. I think I'm just gonna do like just a sea of sedum there. I'm sure I could probably come up with something a little better, but that's all I have right now. Not a lot changing over here, just the anemone and rudbeckia again. Cleaned up the garden shed. Rearranged a little bit. I plan to get a deck soon, hopefully. Put on the back here. I don't know when that'll happen, but it would be nice if it would happen this fall, but who knows? There's more of that blue flower, wildflower, and Stelladora lilies blooming again. And turtle head. New bloom this week. Little focus. Which means fall is right around the corner. Which, you know me, I'm ready. Once it gets this hot and muggy and all the mosquitoes, I'm ready for a change. Hosta garden needs some work. Brunnera. Sorry guys, fighting mosquitoes. Lorope in bloom. Purple. I really like it. So like I said last video, I think this was cleaned out in the last tour, but I'm not going to do a lot of vegetables back here anymore. I'm just going to try to grow different things, try new things, perennials, of course. And then this back here, I would like to become a sitting area or another patio. We got a lot of sitting areas for people that don't sit much. But it'll be something to look at. It's nice to have a place to sit in the garden and just take a few minutes to take it all in and look at the success, and also take the time to see what needs to be done, what needs to be moved, what's working, what's not working. Obedient plant, trying to put on some more blooms. This is a free plant from the neighbors. They have a bunch next door, and I guess it reseeded over there. Also, a white one here. And as these get bigger, I'm going to limb them up. So it's like, you know, you guys know what I'm talking about, where they limb them up. Here's is the sage I was talking about. Cherry red, I think is what it's called. And the mullein. Tithonia. Doing better back here than it is out front. And of course, the autumn clematis, sweet autumn clematis, is blooming. Pretty. I like it. Fragrant. And extra special because Grandma gave it to me. She also gave a lot of things I've got from her, but the David Austin roses were hers too. Lollipop verbena. The butterflies love this. A work in progress back here. I'm trying to find plants that will work back here. It's almost full shade. Another miscanthus grass. And this in here is supposed to be a flower bed, but like I said, things are struggling to grow back here. However, some of the butterfly weed is growing. That'll have orange flowers. Sorry, things going out of focus. Zinnias. Solomon seal. I need to get more hostas and fill all this in. Alright guys, that is what the gardens look like in late August. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everybody stay safe and healthy. And Halloween videos will be coming soon. Update on the yard hunt. And new props that we'll be making and buying. So yeah, good stuff. Alright guys, take care. See you in the next one.